Hi there, Nicole here. I am going to do an unboxing and first preview of the Twines and Paper Weekly Hybrid in B6. So this is the first release of this type of product, and I just wanted to add another review and first look unboxing video on the interwebs. So this is going to be a semi-unboxing. As you can see, I got too excited when the box came the other day, and this is me completely destroying the box, so don't mind it. But in terms of what I ordered, I got 2 of these planners because I couldn't decide on what color. So if you're interested in looking up the listing, it's on twinesandpaper.com. And you can see here is the B6 Weekbook Hybrid. So I got this color here and also the brown. So I just couldn't decide. And then if you need specs, it's all here. I think it's about 3.8 millimeter grid. You can see it's 448 pages. And then at the end, I'll probably do a little bit of a comparison, since I know sometimes there's variations in the B6 size, but I digress. We'll kind of run through that together as well. But if you need any other details, I won't be listing it in the video, but it's all on the website under the pre-order. So FYI on that. Without further ado, this is what the packaging looks like. Not in this order because I obviously ran through everything already, but before we get into the planner themselves, you can see a little preview here. It comes with this pamphlet, and it's very cute. Let's see what all is in here. I looked through it briefly, but I didn't open this yet because I thought we could do that together. But few stickers, 2025. I need to work on focusing. I can buy myself planners until I'm broke. Very cute. Got this bookmark. Postcard with the yearly overview with the branding. And I saw these in some of the spoiler videos on the Facebook group, but she also gives you some tabs, which I think is pretty neat. And they're like shiny laminate. In case you guys didn't have any for your planners yet, it comes with a set, so just FYI if you're shopping for them. And my favorite is probably this pamphlet. I think this was very smart and creative. So this is her, and she runs through a preview of the week book, which she has in B6 and A5. She launched the B6 first and the A5 later. So everyone started, everyone's starting to get their B6 shipment, but the A5, as of the time of this video, is still on its way to her. So this kind of explains the overview of what it is, color options, gold gilded edges, and then she has the day book and the week book, which is that week's size that she originally has. So a little bit of that, and some of her other products that she offers. But I think, yeah, this is my first purchase from her, so very cute. Oh, let's open this. Oh, shoot. Oh, I thought it was some sort of accessory. It's a little cinnamon cracker. I was wondering, I couldn't tell by touching it what it is. So Here's a little treat. So look out for that. Okay. I also got one of the clear covers. This is my first, I don't know, I don't really have experience with clear covers. There's a lot of like hit and miss in terms of like the ones that fit really snug. I tried this on already, which is why there are a few scuffs. It fits really well, but I wanted to take it out so I can show you the texture of the book and how pretty it is. So let's do that. Here's the B6 insert, or sorry, the clear cover. And like I mentioned, I got two colors, the green and the brown. And one I already opened. Obviously the brown came in this packaging as well. I'm leaning towards keeping the brown or the honey color, but I'm not sure. I know this green is very, very popular, so depending on which color I choose, I will be destashing the other one. So yeah, here are both colors. So you can see in case you're still looking to make a decision. I know the green one is still in the packaging, so it is shiny, so I apologize if it doesn't come, or it doesn't look like true to color because of that, but still, I want to show you as much as I can. I want to keep it packaged for whoever gets it. So it seems like I already made up my mind on which color, right? I really like the feel of it. It's really nice. I like a little bit of texture, and it does have that. You can see all the grooves. And I like gold accents, so this is great. So let's do a little walkthrough together. So this is, again, a weekly format. There are no daily pages. So here's the cover. Title page. Yearly view. Yearly overview. The boxes are really small, so I feel like a lot of folks are like, what do I use this for? I need ideas. I'm one of those people. And it looks like, if you look closely, like two of these grids make up the width of these boxes. So in case, I don't know, I'm assessing that so I can determine what kind of stickers I want for the planner. So that's a yearly overview. And then you have a blank grid, and then you go into your quarterlies. So nothing special here. This is your standard quarterly section. And then you have your monthly trackers. I realized after last year that I don't like creating my own trackers, so I'm lazy. This is a great setup to just get started. So you can dump your list of things that you track here and be done with it, and that's what I want, and that's why I got this. So you have through the year. The pages will stick a little bit in the beginning because of the gilded edges, but that's okay. And then you have your goals brain dump. I've never tracked goals before, so this will be 2025, excuse me, will be a test year for that. So I got to think about what I want to do here. So you basically have a breakdown of your goals, and then you have a way to track the progress. What is interesting though, and just so you guys know, is that, let me see if I counted this correctly. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 goals, or sections at least. You can do it however you want. And I'm counting the progress lines here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7 sections, 6 lines to track the progress. So just FYI. But I like the layout, and everything is in 10% increments to reach 100% progress. And then you go straight into the monthlies. This planner starts in January, but it's one of those planners where they give you the month prior, which is December 2024. And then you have a blank grid page here. And then you go into January. So January 2025, and this is where the setup is a little bit different from like the Sterling inks and the Paper Test Designs, is they have this monthly overview before the actual month. So you have the setup is the blank grid, and then you have this monthly overview where there's 2 sections. So there's a lot of ways where you can use this, where you can see with this month, people typically put like highlights of the day or like events, appointments, things like that. But this is another way to compartmentalize the things that you track here, and the fact that you have 2 sections. You can do like work and personal, or like expenses, or like hobbies, or other important dates if you want to see that at a glance. But you have 2 ways to visualize that. So depending on how your brain works, this could be extremely useful, I think. So I like that setup. So every month we'll start with the hello, with this list, and then you go into your month here, and then you get into the weeks. So the months and weeks are grouped together here. I know that it's pretty split in terms of like people who want it grouped versus those who want the months separated from the weekly or daily tracking. So just a heads up, for me, I like it grouped together, because once I'm done, I'm done. If I need to reference it, fine, I'll go back, but like I like it grouped together because I don't like turning a bunch of pages. I just like to be at today. So that's what you're seeing here, right? You have the month, the week. So what is unique to this Weekbook Hybrid, and why they call it a hybrid, is because it has both the horizontal, like you're seeing here. This is very, very similar to the Paper Test Designs horizontal layout, with a few differences that we'll talk about. And then it gives you the vertical weekly. So you have a way to track the schedule, but also for those whose brains work better with the horizontal, you have this. But with this planner, it's a hybrid, so you have the best of both worlds. So you don't have the daily pages, but you get every week has a horizontal and a vertical. Horizontal, what am I saying? Horizontal, vertical. So you can see it doesn't have any sort of like overview or weekly thing at the top. It starts on Monday. Everything here starts on a Monday. So just know that for those Sunday starters. So it goes Monday through Sunday. You have the blank space here, and then what's unique to this planner as well is it has these 2 little boxes that you can use for like trackers or highlights, or however you want to compartmentalize certain parts of the week. You have these here, and then a mini calendar that shows where you are within the month. And then as I'm just kind of going through, you can see it also has the tabs indicated for each of the months down here. So that's nice as well. And yeah, it's the same format the whole way through until, let's see, I'm almost at the end here. December, January 2026. Gives you the month, and then I believe that's where it ends. So you can see once we're done with January, the numbered pages start at page 1 right here. And then you get page 1 through 150. So let me show you. This half is the planner itself, and then you get a third of it for notes. So very generous in terms of the notes pages. After you hit 150 pages, you get to a few pages for contacts. And having your personal and emergency information, and then you have your last thick page, and that is the book. And since the layout is similar, I wanted to do a comparison of all of my other B6s that I have. I thought it'd be useful for those who have these same planners and want to see like what it's like versus the others. So here I have a few. So I think this one is most similar, the Paper Test Designs Chapter 4 Yearly Notebook. This is last year's, and you can see they also have it in the Sage. Let me show you this. I was wondering if it was going to, I was wondering if the Paper Test Designs was going to be the same green as the Twines and Paper, and they are in the same family, like it's green, the same shade of green, but you can see this one is a darker, has more of like a gray tint, if you will, to it. And of course, Paper Test, the yearly notebook, is thicker because it has the weekly breakdown plus the 7 blank pages. So a little bit more of a Bujo style. Show you the spine so you can see. This washi just keeps rolling. Okay. Stay. Okay, and then I want to show you the comparison of the layout. I stopped using this, as you can see, but I want to show you. So for the Paper Test, the weekly, you can see it's very similar, right? But Paper Test has this weekly overview box here and then Monday. So I think these will be smaller, these boxes, compared to the Twines and Paper. And on the right hand side, it's just a blank page. There's no boxes and there's no calendar preview, so you do get more room here if that's what you want or need. And then again, it's weekly, and then you count this as page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blank, and then you get to the next week. So that is where the layout differs. So let's see. There you go. You can see the difference with the boxes. I don't need a weekly preview. This, for me personally, was overkill because I already have all the space for like weekly things. I appreciate the larger boxes here. And I did want the gold edges, so it's a win-win there for me. And I feel like these boxes are good for like meals because I have to plan for my husband, myself, so I can do like Nicole's meals, and these are Blake's meals. So I am thinking of using it like that. The rest of it, I haven't quite figured it out. But anyway, that is the difference between that layout. And again, you have the blank pages here, whereas the Twines and Paper, which is the one on top, by the way, it goes directly into the vertical. I'm trying to remember what Paper Test has in the beginning, at least for last year, right? I know this year she made a few small changes, but this is what you get for the yearly overview in Paper Test. And then Twines and Paper, you have this. Yeah, so a little bit of a difference. So it depends, do you like the little calendars here, or do you prefer this year at a glance? And then they both have the quarterlies. Here. And it looks like you get more Okay, you can see the boxes are the same because the grids are pretty much the same size, more or less. But you can see the monthly boxes up top. The week book, Twines and Paper, is larger because she utilizes the margins a little more. So you can see here there's a little bit more white space. So for those who need to write stuff here or put little calendars at a glance, stamp your own or create your own, just an FYI so you can see which layout you like more. And then you can see the other difference is the shading of the weekends, which I think Hobonichi does. But so the week book has a shading, last year's did not. Last year's for the paper test did not. And that's it. And after this, it goes directly into the months. Whereas this one, again, will have the monthly trackers and the goals breakdown. So a few differences there. In terms of the size, because I know there's some discrepancy with that too, because everyone's trying to find covers, it's the same size as paper test. So paper test B6, Twines and Paper B6, the same. Thickness is another thing. Let's see what else I got. I also have the Faded Chronicle, the Chronicle Undated Daily Notebook. So this is just daily pages. These are all Tomoe River paper planners. Let's see, is this the same size? Also the same size. So this one's a tiny bit thicker, but they're completely different planners, so it doesn't matter. So there's a comparison there. These are the same sizes. And then the last B6 I have to compare, this has the clear cover on it, so it'll be not super accurate, but this is the Nicole Josephine Forest Planner. So this is an undated, which also has a unique layout. So it's like a week on 2 pages, right? You have the overview, a few pages here, or sorry, a few days here, then the rest of the week here. So that's the layout for this one, so it's pretty thin. And let's see. Yeah, I think this is also the same size. Yeah. See that? Maybe a little shorter. Does it look a little shorter to you? So there you go. That is a preview of the Weekbook Hybrid. I pre-ordered this, I forget if it was like the day of launch or like the day after, and once it actually shipped, it didn't take too long, I think maybe a few weeks to get to me. So it would be the equivalent of when I order the paper test, because they're both in Germany and I'm in Texas. So it's around the same time for DHL if you do like the standard shipping, not expedited. So it really wasn't too bad because it's not like I need it tomorrow, right? The one thing I will note is on the customer service side. So all of these planners, right, and this is not inclusive, but like just because I'm holding these, they're all really small businesses, like one-woman shops, and I love supporting small businesses, so I think I will always go this route versus Hobonichi or some of the larger brands. I really love supporting women-owned or just small businesses in general. So with that being said, just make sure when you're ordering this that you're like, you know, double checking you're good with your order, because it will be difficult to get a response in a timely manner. There have been threads and videos talking about the experiences with Twines and Paper customer service. in terms of like response times and things like that. And I did experience that myself. It took, I think, a month to hear back about a question that I had. And also when you pre-order, there's no changes, there's no returns, which is fine, but I didn't know that. You'll see it just for those who are shopping for this now. It will show at the very bottom of the listing in like size 4 font. So obviously I didn't see that, but it's down there somewhere in tiny, tiny, tiny font. Whereas for Paper Tests, or Hemlock and Oak, which is my daily journal, I pre-ordered things from both of them, and they are just so generous in terms of like, oh my gosh, I changed my mind. Am I allowed to like pick a different color? And they're like, no problem, like nothing has shipped yet, you know. And so if we don't choose it, they basically will have that stock to sell when, you know, when all the shipment comes in. So same thing with Wonderland 222. I've had amazing experiences with the owners and just customer service in general. I changed my mind like 3 times, and I like deeply apologize for like being indecisive about which format I wanted for my planners, and they've all been so kind in terms of like making changes, updating invoices. I'll pay for the difference, whatever it is. So all of those companies have been great. This is the only one as a also small business with a slightly different model. So I just want you to be super aware of that, because we all get excited and we buy stuff and we're like, oh shoot, that's not what I wanted, or like I changed my mind because I saw this video. So, you know, it happens, but just know that some companies will be more flexible than the other. I'm not saying this to bash or anything. I just want to like let you guys know as you are shopping, so you have the best experience possible. So that's my little PSA around that. So that kind of like deterred me originally from maybe even using the planner, because I wanted to support like so many other businesses, and there's so many other amazing planners that you can use. But ultimately it comes down to the format. So I didn't use, even though this is similar, the B6 paper test, because I I realized that I needed more structure, and I didn't want to date stuff, and I felt like it was too open, and my life moves so fast that I need even more structure than this. And I admit, like, you know, it's not for everybody. This format is actually extremely popular, and it works for a lot of people. I just need a little bit more structure, and I don't need dailies, because I fell in love with Paper Test Design's pocket daily. So that is going to be my daily, like, scratch paper daily to-do list. Like, it's completely functional. I'm not, aside from journaling, I don't use stickers at all. So that's why I don't care for decorating at all. I just need it to be super functional. So ultimately this didn't work out. It was a little too much room. And so when I saw this hybrid, I was like, this is like exactly what I was looking for, right? I have the horizontal, but then I have these little boxes where I can plan things like my meals and see things at a glance, but also like I need structure in my life. I plan out my weeks in terms of like time blocking. So this one you can't time block because it's only weekly. In the hybrid, you have the opportunity to do both. You get your week at a glance, but then you also have your entire schedule here. And you have the ability to track all your stuff here with the monthly trackers. And you can set goals. So I was like, this is like an easy way for me to consolidate some of my planners, right? For all these different purposes. I obviously did not end up using last year, so I won't be wasteful. I can have a few different planners in one and have the little paper test pocket to carry on the go, and then I have my system. So I decided that I will use this, at least as of today, because things change all the time, but I decided that this is going to be one of my main planners for just personal. So just wanted to share the unboxing there. And again, let me show you the green one. It's beautiful. I like that it's darker than the paper test, actually. I like that it's a little more muted. I'm sorry for the glare. It's really pretty. And then the cover does fit. Should I pain you guys to watch me put this in? Maybe not. But just know that it fits perfectly. See? You actually don't have to struggle too much. Like, I didn't have to like bend this in crazy ways. It fits in pretty well. I'm just gonna do this. I don't want to put it in yet because I want to put some stuff on the cover, but let me at least put in the back pocket so you can see how easy that slid in a matter of seconds. Boom. That's it. And then just FYI, you just got to bend this back a little bit. You don't have to bend the spine all the way back or anything. There you go. That is a little preview of the Twines and Paper B6 Weekbook Hybrid for 2025. Thanks for watching. Happy shopping. Happy planning.